Yes, hello and welcome back to another video from Small Axe Music Productions. Today I'm going to be doing a video, a different video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to add backing tracks and loops to a Roland SPD SX. This is my drummer's drum machine, a sampler, whatever you want to call it, and this drum pad is very good. I think it's the most common out there, and he asked me to drop some samples and some backing tracks that we use to play live. All right, so that's a trend right now. These samplers are a computer, however you're using it on stage, helps to play some backing track and click track with like percussion elements, maybe some synthetic toms or Congo drums or the natural acoustic Congo drums and shakers, tambourine, finger snap, just to keep the band tight. That's the trend we are on and the era that we are in right now. Everybody want to stay tight as a band, like playing live, rather than have that too much human swing. All right, fast and slow and so on, and it helps to fill the space of a percussionist. All right, so it makes the whole thing bigger and fatter. All right, you could even have some backing vocals running through this thing here, if you don't have the backing singers. All right, if you don't have backing vocals, you on stage you can use this, or you can use it to even add another layer of harmony and make your thing sound bigger. However, so we use this on the road, at church, wherever we are playing, and I'm just gonna add some samples. I'm just gonna show you. I already add them, the samples and so forth, making some kits. I'm just gonna show you the sounds that I added to it, and just fool around. But I'm gonna show you how to add a backing loop or track. All right. So when you hit the pad once, it would trigger it to start, and you can hit it a second time, and it will stop. So, all right, I'm gonna set up the camera and so on, and then we'll move right into it right now. Yes, so here we are. Okay, so I'm at the machine now, and once you're on the machine, you're going first thing you're gonna do in order to add your tracks. I already go into Pro Tools and create these loops. I added the loops to a thumb drive, and I stick it in the back of the machine here. So I'm using the thumb drive method, and once you import the files on the thumb drive from Pro Tools, and you have to do it in 41 16. All right, or else the file format is not going to read on this machine here. So make sure you have it 41 and 16. All right, so once you have everything ready, you're going to go in and you're going to scroll. You can scroll here to a kit that you need. I set up a kit already called backing, short for backing tracks. All right, so then you're going to go into menu. Once you go into menu, you're going to scroll to utility, which is already on utility for me. Then you're going to click enter. You're going to go and you find wave import. So when you find wave import, all you have to do is click enter. Once you click enter, you're going to see the list of files on your thumb drive. All right, so first you're going to go and select the one that you want to add. Let me see which one. So these are some worship loops. All right, so I think I have that already. I did some already, so let me just go. Okay. All right, so let's just add this one here. So once you have that, you're gonna click the plus sign. See, you can see a check mark. Then you're gonna click enter. Once you click enter, you're gonna see that it's gonna be assigned to pad 7, and you can see the kit there. It's 23. It doesn't have the name that I assigned because I think because the screen is maybe small for real estate, so it's called kit 23. I'm at kit 23, so it's gonna assign to pad 7, which is this pad here. So as you can see, nothing is on it right now. Like I hit this one here, you hear the loop playing. I hit it, it stopped. All right. All right. So the harder you hit it, the more volume you toggle there. So it's nice. It had the velocities in it. All right. So the harder you hit it and the softer you hit it, it will respond in that manner. All right. So let's go ahead and continue this. So you're gonna click enter for pad 7. Now it's loading. It's gonna take a while to load because these samples are probably like 7 minutes long. All right. And I'm gonna show you something after this, allow you to see how, if you don't take the next step, the second step, we have a second step coming up to trigger the pad on the first hit and on the second hit to stop it. All right, so we want a start and stop mode on each of these pads. So when you hit one pad, it will start. When you hit it a second time, it stops. So that's what we are going to be doing in our second step. All right, if you don't do that, then if you hit the pad 10 times, you're going to have layers of the same loop lapping up, and it's just a bunch of noise on top of each other. It's like a reverb build up, I would say, or a delay build up. All right, so you just want it to be in a mode that's just workable live. All right, the next thing I would love for Roland to do, I love this. I'm not a drummer. Everybody knows that I'm not a drummer. But the next thing I would want Roland to do is to give us something like the impact drum machine we have in Studio One, whereas you hit one pad, and on the screen it would show up what is on that particular pad. That would be awesome for Roland. It's completed now. And another thing, instead of these lights here, when you hit the pad, right? When you hit the pad, it blinks. It would be nice if they have some little screen along here that would show you, once you pull up a kit, it will show you what is on that particular kit. That would be so awesome. Right? For me, if I'm a drummer, I would love something like that. So Roland would consider putting a little screen here. I know it would cost more money, but at least, you know, that something like that would be very nice. There's a little screen here to see. If you have a clap here, it would say clap. If I have a bell here, it would say bell, and a little screen instead of the light here. And also, when you hit the pad, a mode should be there. When you hit each pad, in the screen, you would see whatever you hit comes up, you know. And it would be nice if these were like a little like a little LED light in different colors, you know. that would be very nice. Just similar, you know, or even these could light up just like the Native Instrument MK. All right, the machine. Yeah, that would be nice. But it's a nice pad. It works well based on what I know about it. Okay, so let's just move on. And let's just go to pad 7 that we just assigned. All right, so it's working. Let me hit it again. It's doubling up. See? It's layering. It's layering. You hit it again, it's layering. So we don't want that. So what we're gonna do is let's stop that. What we're gonna do now is go into menu and scroll to pad. Scroll to pad and click enter. All right, so we are on pad 7. Now there are 3 buttons here, which is main, mode, and sub. We want to go to mode. All right, so you see the want to go to trigger type. So it says trig. It says trig type, which is shortening for trigger type. So we want to go there and take this and put it take it off shot and put it on alternate. All right, so we want to hit this button here, plus button. Once you hit the plus button, as you can see, it changes from shot to 1. So that's basically it. Back to alt, and when you hit the pad now, oh my bad, when you hit the pad, something is not right here. Oh, it's working. Oh, why do I have to whack it so hard? Alright, so it starts. Stop. I think something is off. Alright. Okay, this is a 2-time trigger. I've never encountered this before, so let me go and see. It says 2. Alright, so okay, that's the problem. Okay, so now I learned something new. So it says loop on. Right, so that was the issue there. Right, so it says alt is on the loop, so I have to put the loop on. All right, and now you have it working. All right. All right, so that's how you get it to play and stop. All right, so be sure to have the loop on, as that was the opposing problem. All right, so now let's just move on and browse through some of the sounds that I added on here for this guy and see what we can find. All right, so let me just set this camera here. All right, so that's basically it. So let's move on to and see some of the different kits that we have here. So I have this on backing, as you can see. So these are some of the backing tracks. So this is a kit for backing tracks. Nice shout there. Medium shout. Alright, this is a nice worship vibe. By the way, I'm using a mono track to run it through Pro Tools right now, so you're not hearing the fullness of this thing. All right, it's going to a single mono right now instead of a stereo track, so it's limited what you're hearing right now. All right, but these loops have some nice spanning. All right, and the one we just add. Yeah, what I would love to have in this thing as well, is to have time stretch, like to have drop one loop and to move the tempo. Just add a loop on a pad and use the tempo. Move the tempo with the click track knob here, where we can speed it up and slow it down. You know, that will be nice. So all we have to do is write down the BPM for certain songs where we can use one loop to play more than one song. That would be nice. All right, so let's move on to another kit. This is called new kit 22. I think I had some. All right, so you can hear those are some nice reggae samples chopped up. All right, synthetic toms. These things are common in reggae music. All right, that's a wheeling bongo there. Slide. Clap. Alright, some nice synthetic sound here. Let's move to another kit. This is a nice clap. Finger snip, sorry. It's a finger snap. That's a nice clap with some ambient. It's a nice chime. 808 snare. Another snare. And that's like a clave. It's a vibra slap. And a tambourine. Alright, so very nice, very nice. Let's move to another kit. I think that's a layer, it's the same thing. That's an acoustic tam. Another synthetic sound. That's a Congo drum. Clap. Empty. Empty. Clap. Okay. Alright, y'all know what that is, eh? Alright, that's a sound effect. Alright. That was a nice Juna Gang intro. Tom. Nice shaker. Alright, so this thing is packed with stuff, huh? Clap. Sound effect, tambourine. Alright, nice sound effect. That's a nice splash. Nice timbale there as well. These things are used in in reggae. So nice percussions. And this is what it's meant for. This is some house elements. It's a nice reverse. Alright, so this is what this is meant for.
Music.
Alright, so these are what we had already. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, so and that's about it. Very simple, straight up. And the pad is very good. I heard a guy that says that it's very user friendly. Like most Roland. I don't think so. It's I think things could have been differently. I'm a Yamaha Karg guy for years, and I I think the Karg is the most user friendly of all instrument that I've used. This thing, it's just taking you all over the place. I was expecting some stuff to be in the same place, but unfortunately they weren't. You have to go in a different button and bank or whatever you call it to get stuff. Um, Let me show you guys another thing that I was looking for, and I couldn't find it in menu, and it was how to rename a kit, and let me just move this camera here. How to rename a kit, and you have to go into quick. Once you go into quick, then you go down to, you start scrolling down, and you will see kit name. I wasn't expecting such thing. I think when you go to here and you see kit over here, you should have something in here. I've tried these buttons here and it wasn't of any help. See, it's not there. You should have kit name and be able to name the kit over here because it's kit. It falls under kit. So you should have that option over there to rename the kit. So and some other similar things, and this thing to me is not so user friendly. I am quite sure if it was Karg, they would have added the renaming of the kit there and other stuff. And Roland, to me, it's never user friendly. It's never user friendly. I've been around from in the XP days, and I used to use the N264 and the XP versions, and the N264 and the M1 and all of those was so easy to use, but never the XP, and it has more buttons than the Karg. That's how Karg simplify things. They use one button and they will categorize things. So once you hit that button, chances are you're going to find what you want in that category, which I think is a problem in this way of thinking with Roland. But other than that, they are very solid and they make very good stuff. But user friendly, I wouldn't use that word with Roland. Anyway, guys, that's about it for now. Hope you enjoy and learn something from this video. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it as yet, and hit that notification bell. Enough respect. I am gonna get back to work and add more stuff in this thing for my boy. Alright, so bless up, I'm out of here.